Okay, so this is Costa Rica, and there's a Poi retreat happening. Fire Groove, Leicester, Poi retreat in action. Check out Fire Groove. And I want to give a big thanks to Ted Holland, who asked a really good question and helped with the Go-Go campaign. And the question was, how do you smooth out a 5-beat weave? Pretty much most people, if you learn a 5-beat weave, you learn it, but it kind of goes floppy at first. It kind of looks more like this, rather than looking all smooth. So how do you get from floppy to smooth is the question. And there's a few fun answers to that. So, Ted, number one, you want a smooth 3-beat weave. And you want that happening with your wrists really close together. So, wrists super close together, even touching. Right? So if you can keep your forearms and your wrists touching, your weave, that's just a good, not that you have to, but being able to do that is helpful with 3-beat weave. It's also good to do them really big. Right? There's a video on this idea. But you want a nice smooth 3-beat weave with the wrists touching. So that's part one. Next part, we'll look at the 5-beat weave. So the 5-beat weave, your wrists are wrapping all the way around. So my left hand is the yellow poi, my right hand is the orange poi. So see how my orange poi wraps around, right? It wraps all the way around the left, and then the left wraps around the right, right around. And see how my wrists are still touching the whole time. This is going to make it all the same size, and it can help a lot with rhythm. But there's one part in the middle that is particularly helpful, and we're going to break it down to doing a 5-beat weave, starting like this, just both poi going forwards. I'm going to take my orange poi, it's going to come, wrap around the left wrist and go back. That's how a 5-beat weave works. Ba-boom. If you want to be able to do that either, I can also take the yellow poi, go around the orange and back. So I'm kind of breaking the 5-beat weave down. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to loop just the end bit, just the hard bit, just that wrapping bit. So when my orange poi comes and wraps around the left, I'm going to bring it right back. So the orange poi crosses over and back and over and back and over and back. So this is the hard part of the 5-beat weave. I call this catching the 5th beat. I'm just looping the hard part. So it's a 2-beat weave, just like you might do this. But I'm doing the 2-beat weave with the 4th and 5th beat of a 5-beat weave. The nice thing about that, and this is tough at first, but that's the part that's hard. If you can smooth out the rhythm, boom, 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 you're smoothing out the hard part of a 5-beat weave. Do the same thing with the left as it goes, loops around the orange. Do it a few times, goes over. It goes over, and then as it comes over, you go over and back, over and back, over and back. And I'm keeping my wrists nice and close. My wrists are really loose and relaxed until I'm looping smoothly just this part. So then when you go back to the 5-beat weave with practice, you can go right through that hard part, or anytime you want to, boom, you catch it. I'm just looping the hard part. 5-beat weave. Then as my left loops around, catch that part, bum, 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 bum. And then you've got a nice smooth 5-beat weave. Same thing backwards. You got your backwards. I'm going to jump to the end of this. As my orange poi is wrapping around the left, I just catch that part. I'm just looping under and back. So it's the right poise leading, because it's the one going around the left hand, and I just go under and back, under and back, under and back. I can also do it on the other side, under and back, under and back. Once you've got that, the whole weave will be really smooth. And of course, that doesn't necessarily all happen in 5 minutes. It might take some practice and playing around with that. But that, for when I was learning it, that's what really helped me, was catching that 5th beat. So I hope that helps. If I can think of anything else, I'll mention it. ants are biting my ankles. So I'm gonna go back to where there's no grass. Thanks, Ted.